figure to find the area, we have two triangles in the figure. That means we'll find the area of the first triangle and the area of the second triangle. So total area is going to be area 1 plus area 2. So for area 1, it's going to be half base times height. The base is given to be 4 and the height is 3. So that is half of 4 times 3. Half of 4 is 2, then times 3. This is going to be 6 square units per anything. But for the second triangle, we don't know the height. We need to find the height and the base. We don't know the height, we don't know the base, because for A2, you can say um, half of the base, which is x, times the height, which is y. So that is half x, y. So let's find out x and let's find out y. We can firstly find y using the first triangle. So if we use the triangle on the base, they have 3 and 4, we can get y using Pythagoras' theorem. So y squared
Mm.
equals to 3 squared plus 4 squared. That's y squared equal to 3 squared is 9 and 4 squared is 16, and that equals to 25. So y squared is 25. That means y equal to 5 because the square root of 25 is 5. So y is 5. That means the height is 5, but we need to know the base of these two triangles. So y equal 5, but we don't know the value of x yet. We can use the same Pythagoras theorem to find x because you can say hypotenuse square equals to the square of the other two sides by saying that 13 squared equal to x squared plus y squared. So now that we've known y, we can say 13 squared minus y squared equal to x squared, or x squared equals to 13 squared minus y squared. So x squared now is going to be 13 squared minus 5 squared because y is 5. And I told you yesterday, though you can just subtract or whatever, but that is 12 plus 5 times 12 minus 5. That's the difference of two squares. So
Wait, where
x
did you
squared will
get
be,
12 from?
I said I said 12, 13 is what I want to say. Okay, because the answer will be 12. That's what's running in uh,
Mm.
my brain. So x squared. What is 13 plus 5?
18 plus 5 is. Wait, did you say 18 or 13?
What is 13 plus 5?
18.
18, right?
Yes.
What is 13 minus 5?
13 minus 5. 8.
8. Then what is 18 times 8? 10
Um,
times 8 is 80. 8 times 8 is 64. What is 80 plus 64? 144, right?
yes.
Then you can say x equal to 12 because it's the square root of, it's 12 squared that can give us 144. Exactly, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So once we've known that, then we can come back to find our area 2. That will be half of x times y, right? What is half of 12? 6 times 5, and this is going to be 30. So what's the area of our triangle? That will be 6 plus what? 30, and that will be 36 square units. Is this clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. I wonder which area you took your work through. Gave you this big number. No
Mm.
problem. You've tried at least. It's always good to make an attempt so that whenever the correction is being done, you say, oh, I should have done it this way, or I should have done it that way. Okay, before I allow you to write this down, let's look at one more so that when you see the kind of question like this, you'll be like, oh, I know how to solve it. Okay,
Okay.
that's like another example. Now we don't have the base and the height, so area is half of the base times the height. The base is x, the height is also x, meaning they are equal. Okay, if they're going to be equal, let us see how to find the height from the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras says that hypotenuse squared equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. So whatever the opposite or adjacent is just they're just the same, okay? I mean
What
for this
does
triangle, for this
ADJ OPP mean?
adjacent, adjacent, opposite, adjacent. This is opposite, okay? And this is adjacent side, okay?
Okay.
And this is hypotenuse. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so in a triangle anyway, in a right angle triangle, let me put it that way, we have these three sides because in other kind of triangles, we do not have them. Take note. So Pythagoras theorem only work for right angle triangle. Now hypotenuse is 2 root 2. That is the side facing the right angle, okay? While
Okay.
the that this side that is facing the right angle is the hypotenuse. While the other one, anyone can be opposite, anyone can be adjacent. For example, if you have an angle you're considering here, then this is your opposite, while this is the adjacent. The adjacent joins the angle with 90 degree, okay?
Okay.
But if your angle is at the other side here, this is the opposite to that side, to that angle, and this is the adjacent that joins the angle to 90 degrees. So, but hypotenuse is always facing 90 degrees, okay? So even if I turn
Okay.
the triangle, upside down, like maybe instead of having it this way, if I have it, I need a line. If I have it like this, and like this, okay? So in as much as I
Okay.
put my right angle here, this is the opposite. Is that clear? I mean,
Yes.
this is the hypotenuse because it's the opposite to the right angle, okay?
Okay.
But if angle is here, this is the real opposite, and this will become the adjacent, joining the angle to right angle. And if the angle is on the other way, let's say this is the angle I'm considering, then this becomes the opposite. So opposite and adjacent can change. Is that clear? But hypotenuse does
Yes.
not change. Well, maybe later we'll come to this because you will still need to use them when we start using SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. That's another name. Okay, so let's do this one. We have x squared plus x squared, right? That's the other two sides of this triangle. Exactly.
Yes.
So 2 root 2 should be squared 2 because so 2 root 2 all squared. What is 2 squared? That simply means 2 root 2 times 2 root 2, okay? If
Okay.
you're squaring it. Then what is x squared plus x squared? That is 2x squared. So what is 2 times 2? That's 4. root 2 times root 2. That's 2 times 2 in the root. Okay?
Okay.
So 2x squared. Then what is 2 times 2? That's 4, right? So
Oh,
that is 4 root 4 equal to 2x squared. So what is square root of 4? That's 2. Then times 4. Is that clear? Equals to
yes.
2x squared. So you can divide both sides by 2. This over 2. This over 2. So 2 cancel 2 here. 2 cancel 2 here. What do you have left? What do you have left? You have x squared equal to what? 4. So x will be 2. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if I have to draw the triangle all over, I would say, yeah, if I have to draw it all over, I would say the sides are now, this is 2 root 2, okay? And this is 2, well, this is 2 because x is 2. Is that okay?
Yes.
What is the area now? Half of
What?
the base times the height, which is half of 2 is 1 times 2. So the area is what? 2, right?
Yes.
Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you some time to put down the correction and to put down this example before I give you anything to try if we still have enough time. So, like I was saying, I said to find, yeah, like I was saying, I said to find this area we need Pythagoras. So, hypotenuse square equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. Hypotenuse is 8 root 2. The opposite is whether opposite or whatever, we're looking for the height. So, you say this is 8 squared plus h squared. Then we have um, h squared to be, this is square also. H squared will now be equal to the 8 root 2 squared minus 8 squared. So I can easily find the squares anyway instead of multiplying all through. So 8 times 8 is 64. 2 times 2 in the root is root 4. Then minus 8. That is h squared. So h squared equal to 64 times 2 minus 8. So 64 times 2, I mean minus 8 squared rather. Let me write that again. This is 8 squared. So we have 64 times 2 because square root of 4 is 2 minus 64. Then h squared equals to 128 minus 64. So h squared equals to 64. H is going to be 8 because square root of 64 is h. Is 8, is that clear?
Yes.
So if the height is 8, then it becomes easier to find the area, which is half base times height. That is half of 8 times 8. And this is 2, you want to be 4 times 8, that is 32, and that's correct with what you have got in there. Okay, now you can look into your textbook and start the examples you said you want to, I mean, the questions you said you want to start and send. Okay,
Okay.